Recorded live in Austin, Texas, USA. It's the William Montgomery Show. Starring William Montgomery and the devious Casey Rocket. With the Tony Chin Orchestra. The William Montgomery Jr. Dancers. As always, William is joined by the lovely Erica. I'm Casey Rocket. And now here he is, the big red machine, the Memphis Strangler, William Montgomery.
Little tasty treats.
Little tasty treats.
You ever suck on those little tiny baby paws?
Just on her little bosoms.
Ooh.
Her top ones. I don't want to get too close to the giny, but yeah. The top ones.
Put some honey mustard on them.
Woo! Yeah, dip some fucking fries on them.
Okay.
Yum.
Yeah, it's like the people eating the sushi off of the naked bodies. It's like that.
I did that once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you get food poisoning?
No, it was gross. Because it was my girlfriend trying to be sexy at the time. And, you know, she had pubes and she just put it in her pubes and was like, this is not...
Oh my
She just mashed up a piece of sushi and put it in her
just
pubes.
tuna. Canned tuna.
Gross.
Just a typical Tuesday night. Wait, so where was she? Like laying on laying on something?
Yeah, she goes, Brian, come upstairs. And I went upstairs and she's just laying there with fucking sushi on her. She made.
Not even laying, like sitting down, like...
No.
The feast is ready.
Did you eat it?
Yeah, I ate a couple pieces and then I was like, all right, get up. But it wasn't sexy. It wasn't like I was like, oh man, yum.
Was she trying to be sexy?
I think she was, and she didn't think about it or something because it wasn't sexy. It was just like, why does my girlfriend have sushi on her?
And she had a bunch of pubes going on down there?
Yeah, she had a pretty big bush.
How was your bush at the time? Do
No,
you
it's
remember?
always out of control.
You never use a razor or something?
I do, but it's like once every 3 months or so. I just go crazy.
Yeah, we use Manscaped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too.
Manscapes. Valentine's Day, Easter, and solstice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, quarterly. We do it.
Yes.
Q3, we really go bald, and then we kind of grow it out the rest of the year. But Q3, we're bald as a
You
bat.
have to in Q3.
Yeah.
You have to. Just everything. I mean, the market's totally unstable Q3.
It's
Yeah.
true.
They can crash at a moment's notice.
So that's why you go bald Q3.
You ever really work, really get in there, like the shaft, get those backwards hairs and shit like that?
All the hidden ones? Yeah.
The hidden ones.
Yeah, I'll brush them up. I use a little comb and kind of irritate the follicles. So, oh, hello, little guy. Yeah, trying to hide. And zip, 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 zip. Pretty cool.
That can probably take some time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Q3, I'll lock down at 48 hours. And
Shit, 48 hours.
I'll put on my little, the glasses that diamond ears use to look at diamonds.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I'll really get in there.
Damn. Do you have them in both eyes or just one?
Just my good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
My good.
That makes sense.
There's no point in using it on the glass one. So.
That would be a fun look, a fun accessory for somebody with a glass eye, just a diamond looker's thing.
Let me get my glasses.
And if it was a glass eye, the sun would go through it and then shine in the glass eye and just make rainbows coming out of your eye or something.
Yeah, like a prism.
Prism, yeah.
Give you a bad headache or something. Just all that sun coming in your brain.
You ever have a good prism, on your window and it's just making little prisms all over the place?
It's gorgeous. Yeah.
We actually, Erica has found these, I think on Amazon and AliExpress, these wonderful things where the sun shines through the window.
Sun
and
catcher.
A sun catcher.
My balcony. I have 13 sun catchers.
Yeah, we got a bunch of sun
And 2
catchers
crystal
going
balls.
right
I have
now.
2 disco balls. And
What's it look like? A triangle or?
they're just little strings of
Little dangly things.
crystally fake plastic kind of things, but they reflect the sun real cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're real dangly. So if the wind's blowing, gosh, I kept on thinking recently that our downstairs neighbor was watching freaking, what is the show? What's the show where they try to guess the words?
Jeopardy?
No, they try to guess the words. Really help me on this one. Maybe you, Redban, can help me. It's that game show.
Censored
Maybe you
version
can-
of Boys in the Hood.
No, it's a game show where they try to guess
Who's the host?
words.
Menace to Society?
Not Menace to Society, but
Juice.
similar.
Juice.
Similar to Juice.
Belly.
Yeah.
Belly?
Man, and I love Ja Rule in that. But no, it's that show where they're trying to, they get the letters. They get to,
Oh, and they go like, we have an eye. And then
yeah,
it's like,
I.
Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah, Wheel of Fortune.
Jesus.
I kept on,
Whoa.
yeah, I was kind of kidding about that. And then I was like, wait, what is that show, William? Just panicking in my head. But no, I was thinking my downstairs neighbor was watching that, but it's actually wind chimes somebody has. It sounded like, it always fucking sounded like when the door was open, the letters getting buzzed up there. But it was wind chimes, so.
Wind chimes can go wrong. Like if your neighbor has them and it won't shut up, the wind chimes all day long, all night.
yeah, wind chimes go wrong. I mean, I've seen a lot of examples of wind chimes going horribly wrong.
What's like the worst recently that you'd
Oh, that I've seen?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I guess probably the Des Moines incident. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of the bigger ones. Yeah. So basically, this kid brought wind chimes to school, and it was another prism situation. It was a really sunny day. The sun hit the wind chimes at the perfect like angle, and it was like how you can hold a magnifying glass over an anthill.
Yes.
It created like almost like a super ray, and it burned the whole cafeteria down. Woo! Yeah.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah, he was suspended for over 8 months.
Yeah, I mean, that's close to school shooter stat. I mean, that could be a way to really.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there are no copycats on that one.
Hopefully not. Yeah, his motives are still unknown.
Well, I mean, I read the freaking what he sent out to everybody. It was a weird email.
Yeah, the manifesto.
Yeah, I read his manifesto. It was super weird. It was this long ass email CC'd to everybody.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you CCing everybody into this fucking
It's just
your
a lot of-
manifesto, dude?
A lot of ding dong sounds, right? Like, what did he write in that email?
I know.
Just, yeah, I mean, what? A lot of stuff about wind chimes. Just first off, his thoughts on wind chimes, and then how he was pretty sure if the sun hit it correctly, it was going to potentially burn the cafeteria down. And he fucking.
Yeah, he was right. He was right.
Yeah, I used to listen to the Clash a bunch. It was a bunch of Clash lyrics. Guns of Brixton. He was always doing Guns of Brixton, and I think this is what he was listening to in his headphones when he burned that thing down. So
It's true.
let's hope there aren't any copycats.
Oh, I brought you guys some presents.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's checks.
It's Ric Diez stickers.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No.
The infamous sticker.
Oh my gosh, the infamous stickers.
We should put one of these in the green room.
Yeah, we should stick one of these in the green room at the mothership for sure. I think that would be a good idea.
Where'd you find those?
Yeah, where'd you find
Oh, I've been
these things?
bootlegging them. It's a cash cow right now.
Woo! Don't let Rick find out.
Well, it's not. When do we start this though?
Huh? No, don't let.
Oh.
Yeah, no, don't let Rick know. I mean, he sued somebody last week. Right?
Yeah, on air.
Really?
Yes.
We should already be going. Grant, did you get any of that shit? Oh, no. Hello?
Whoops.
Grant?
This is embarrassing, Redban, because we swear to you, normally Grant is, what is he doing?
Grant, are you texting?
This is incompetence.
Yeah, I mean, Redban, we're trying to make it seem like it's a good place over here. You're obviously big in the podcast. We're trying to fucking impress you. I mean, the table's already moving. Grant's not here. Normally, I mean, he's got it stuck on the wind chimes.
Oh my
We haven't
God.
talked about the wind chimes in what, 30 fucking minutes? It's like, dude, get the fucking, we get it. It's foggy outside. Don't let it fog your brain.
Wake up. Turn the windshield wipers on, dumbass.
Yeah.
What kind of shoestring operation is this?
Yeah, I don't know. Put your fucking defroster on. That was scary driving last night.
Oh yeah.
That was the foggiest I've ever seen it. It really was.
Yeah. Grant, so did you respond?
Oh my God.
Right.
Oh, what?
Now he's talking back.
Ah, damn it. What?
We're about to sue you.
Yeah, where were you?
Breach of contract.
Sorry, the people behind me need a thing.
Ooh, he's got some guys behind him.
The people behind you needed a thing. What is that guy talking about? I was looking at the screen. I was like, what is this fucking weirdo motherfucker? Who's he talking to? What was going on over there?
Regenerative meat, I think.
Ooh,
That sounds good.
Actually.
What does that mean? Like
Yeah.
meat that grows itself?
Is it me?
no, what does it mean? Are you is something wrong?
Are you sick?
Papa John, Redban. I don't know if you know this.
I do. I know everything about
Papa John,
I just fuck pork.
has been. Do you have any questions? Yeah, Redban
Yeah.
already knows, Grant, about Papa John
Yeah.
and what's going on and him being at your house. Do you have any
Yeah, I
questions
saw the
for him?
photos.
Do you
Yeah.
have any like legal advice for evicting him?
Well, he's got oily fingerprints all over your bed and your wife and your girlfriend.
you keep saying something about tenants' rights, squatters'
Oh,
rights.
squatters' rights,
rights,
yeah, because
yeah.
he's been over there so much.
Yeah.
Oh, he has the greasy fingers because he's eating all the pizza. Yeah. He doesn't use napkins.
Yeah, it's got that oil,
That garlic
the garlic
sauce.
dipping sauce.
We got some Papa John's the other night, and there was a string, a
Ew.
red string,
Tampon
coming
string.
in and out of the fucking garlic sauce, and the other garlic sauce had exploded somehow.
What?
So I'm horrified. The pizza was pretty good, but there was a red string coming in and out, like it was
And he
sealed. I popped
he still
the top,
ate it.
and I still ate it. I mean,
of
I
course.
wanted it,
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
but
Gotta have some garlic.
where did the string come from? I'd never seen something
Yeah.
like I don't know.
That's a real mystery. That's
It
actually
is.
concerning.
What's your guys' go-to pizza?
He
Like
loves.
fast food pizza.
He loves Papa John.
You're a Papa John's guy. I used to be.
So sue him.
Yeah, assuming.
It's I like Hungry Howie's. Have you ever had Hungry
See,
Howie's?
that's not. It
doesn't count?
That doesn't count.
That's okay.
How
Well,
come? Wait, why's that?
I like Papa John's then.
Papa John's. Wow.
It's better.
What's yours?
Or Pizza Hut.
I used to like Papa John's, and I always thought the worst pizza was Little Caesars.
So good.
But the other day I had Little Caesars, and I was like, what happened here?
They made a change.
They made it better. It's actually legit.
Yeah.
And now I get like the thin crust Papa John's,
The best.
mushroom pepperoni. Oh, what are they doing over there?
yeah.
Is it still cheap too?
It's
tasty.
not bad. It's like still like $8.99 or something like
What,
that.
Little Caesars?
We would go once a week.
God, during the pandemic.
Demick.
Get a fucking, one of those with stuffed crust. Hey, give me the extra calories.
Yeah.
Give me some dipping sauces. Give me some
Crazy bread.
crazy bread.
Put a fried egg on it.
Yep.
Peas, carrots.
Yeah, that makes it healthy.
It's like
Yes,
a
it
pot pie.
does. It's like a pot pie. Yeah, put some gravy on that bitch.
Turns into a pot pie.
And smile while you're at it. Don't you like what you do?
Yeah, it's a pandemic, bitch. Start smiling. Start smiling again. I haven't seen you smile in fucking a week, bitch.
I have acrylic nails on.
You do?
No, like in this scenario.
Oh.
Smile, bitch.
Start smiling, bitch.
Make the day go by faster.
Do what you want.
That would have sounded so cool with how you're doing your
Yeah.
fingers right there if it did have the nail.
Why so serious?
Do you know what movie that's from, Redban?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2. Yep. That's
Spider-Man 2.
Doc Ock.
Is it the guy with the metal arms? Yep. Dr. Octopus.
Yep.
I can harness the power of the sun, goofball.
What movie is that from?
That's Batman. Yeah,
It's
Batman
Doc
war.
Ock walking into the cafeteria with the bag on. He's going to start burning down buildings.
Let me just get the right angle here.
Oh, yeah. He just gets his henchmen to just walk into just every government building, just wearing those backpacks with the wind chimes on it.
All at once, a synchronized attack.
That would be dramatic.
Hitting all the pressure points of the United States, the whole country would collapse.
Be worse than 9/11. Mm-hmm. By far.
Far worse. Far
They get
deadlier.
everything. It's worse than 9/11. What were you doing on 9/11, Redban?
Man, it's so fucked up. I was driving for a job interview, like, and it was like a big job, like it was in web design and stuff, and I was really nervous, and I was like wearing a tie and listening to Howard Stern in the background, just going over things in my head, not paying attention to anything. I hear them talking about 9/11 stuff, like, a plane went into the tower, and I'm like, okay, well. Anyways, and I was just like driving, not caring. I get into the waiting room, and there's like 3 other people in the job interview, and this person, and we're just all sitting there, and everyone's just like freaking out, and like you could tell if something's not right. I was like, what the hell? And then this woman comes out and goes, hey, I understand if anyone wants to reschedule. And everyone got up and left. And then I just sat there. I'm like, no, I'm here. I drove all the way here. Why would I want to reschedule?
Get ahead of the pack.
Yeah. And then,
Smart.
and then I just remembered, like, they called me in, and this guy was just like, acted like, what are you? Sit down, you know. And then he's like, starts asking me a question, and he goes, sorry, man, I can't do this right now. I'm going to have to reschedule this another time. And I was like, what? Okay. And I get in my car, and I'm like driving home, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I turn on Howard Stern, and then I just start listening to Howard Stern. And I was like, wait a second. Wait, is there something going on? And I ran home. That right when I walked in, turned on the TV, it's like when the second plane hit that down. I'm like, what the fuck?
Whoa.
Damn.
It's funny to 9/11 was
You
awful.
were a child.
It's 9/11 was terrible, but it's funny the idea of listening to Howard Stern reporting
Yeah.
it is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like, Baba Booey.
Wow, Robin.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's just you know.
Artie Lang is there. Yeah.
Fred is just making stupid sounds on his computer. Boing.
How old were you, Casey, in 9/11?
God, I was
Child.
a toad's age. Yeah, I was probably under 16, but over 2. So I was probably 5.
Perfect.
Do you have any memory of when that happened, of what you were doing at all, or too young?
Yeah, I do. I was in kindergarten. I was 6 years old. So I remember they sent us home from school, and then I was in the living room like playing with blocks because I was 6 years old because I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I didn't stop playing with blocks till a very late age.
It's fun
And-
adding cars to the blocks.
Yeah.
Like, right, yeah.
But then after that, I never played with blocks ever again. So I remember I was playing with blocks, and I said, what happened? And the news was on. My mom said some very bad men did a bad thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's dramatic.
Yeah, it was
He
dramatic.
was 6.
Damn.
And that day I started training to put a stop to it.
That's good. No, and I don't even know if I want Grant to do up the picture. I mean, Casey literally was training.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen it.
see it.
I
Oh,
printed it out.
Yeah, I was yoked. Pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I met Casey's mother in Chicago. She was a very nice lady.
Wow.
It was a pleasure to meet
Now,
Casey's mom.
I've never thought about what Casey's mom would be like. Is she like hippie-ish?
Yeah.
I would think hippie-ish.
Horse girl.
Yeah.
Oh, horse
She's
girl.
really goofy. She's great. Yeah, she's like a free spirit, goofy lady. Yeah, she's a horse trainer, so.
Wow, Rough Rider.
Yeah, Rough Rider's role. She worked with DMX on a couple of his albums. That's me.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
You,
god.
you know what's weird is your belly button.
It is perfectly circular.
Yeah.
It's like a
yeah,
marble.
what were you about to say about the belly button?
It seems like it's got a deep one. You ever get a?
I don't know. Does that seem deep? I feel like I don't know. Mine's deep, which
Really?
is and that's not a good thing.
Oh God.
Mine's super deep. I'm constantly after I take off a sweater or something. I have all this shit in my belly button.
Yeah. That's sometimes fun.
It's very fun. I love
treats.
it. Yeah, I do this, and then
You poke it real hard.
I like to poke it real hard in there.
I got an ingrown hair in my belly button once, and it made it like started getting infected, and like it made it like a big cyst.
Oh, no.
And then it popped, and all this like cream and blood started coming out of my belly button. It was so fucking gross. Like it was like oily cream.
Did it smell?
Yeah, it did smell,
Ew.
and I had to take like Q-tips with rubbing alcohol and or whatever, hydrogen peroxide or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was gross. I have photos of it somewhere.
I'd like to see those.
Ugh.
How long was the hair?
I don't know. I didn't even see the hair, and I went to urgent care after it, and they're like, "Oh, you just had ingrown hair there," because I thought it was like dying. Like, oh my God,
I would think I was dying too.
there's
bro.
blood coming out of my belly button.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, Erica pulled some long ass hair out of me one time.
Stunk too.
Ooh, and it stunk.
Really
It
smell.
was like the grossest.
It was like a gray
fucking
pimple.
thing.
He's like, I think it's like a hair, and we were messing with it. It was a long hair that was just living in his skin for years.
Was it like all squished up?
The grossest kind of fucking thing.
It was.
And I remember like smelling the fucking hair and shit gross my ass out.
Because didn't you
It
say?
was gross.
Didn't you say like you were like it literally has been on me for years?
Oh yeah, for years.
Where-
This
what part of the
thing.
body?
Chest.
Yeah, my
Wow.
chest, and I was like, I think this is. What is this?
Ooh.
And then it's just this thing, and she kept on pulling it out.
Oh my god.
Gross.
And there's pus and shit in there, and it stunk.
Yeah.
I remember I kept on smelling it, but it stunk. Ugh. I couldn't stop smelling the hair.
Did you like twirl the hair around in your fingers for a while and keep on smelling it for a while? Like,
Just looking, just
yeah,
looking.
looking.
But yeah,
Trying to get a
I
good...
used to do it where you crumple them up. But nah, not anymore.
Nah. Fuck all that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what, do you?
Little
No.
kid stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Definitely don't like put it somewhere in the mirror where I can like come back to it later and like get it off and like smell it again for sure. Like
but a
that'd be
glass
super
table,
weird.
maybe.
Yeah, but
That'd be
yeah,
cool.
But the glass table I like to sit in front of and spy out of the window. Maybe there's a hair right now on that one right now, and I can picture it in my head.
I know, right
I know
where it is.
exactly where it is because it was there last night when I saw it. And I left it. Yep.
Wow.
Well, whatever. It was foggy last night.
What's an update in your neighborhood, Willie?
The hearse is still around. There's people living in an RV.
Oh God, the RV people are still there.
That really bothered me. I confronted. There were
dump-
some trash people. There were people
dumping tons of bags.
dumping tons of trash, and I go out there with a little bag, and I'm like, "Hey, what do y'all work for this place or something? I see y'all unloading a bunch of trash in here, a bunch." And they said, "Yeah, we work for all the properties." And I said, "Okay, good," because I was about to beat y'all's asses if y'all weren't. And then I immediately said, "No, I'm kidding. I'm a pussy." And then I walked off. But yeah, I was like, "Yeah, I was about to beat y'all's ass if y'all weren't, because I've been watching y'all." And then I was like, "No, I'm a pussy." And then two guys just kind of stood there and stared at me, and I just walked back.
They didn't laugh. They didn't
No,
laugh
I
or
think they
anything?
smiled a little, but they didn't laugh.
You should film this shit.
That's hilarious.
I need your glass. So, what do your glasses do? You can film people. That's a fun
Hey,
perspective.
Meta, record.
No.
Oh my god, they are recording. So, where is that getting upload? Where is
where's that
that?
go?
The cloud.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, the cloud. I knew
Yeah.
it. I knew it.
So, you must have a bunch of storage up there. I mean, if that
No,
thing's
it's going to my phone.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So it'll just save in your phone.
Yeah.
Do we look handsome?
Yeah, how do we look?
This is just, I guess it's just your normal eyes,
Yeah.
right? Not video camera eyes.
But if you had these glasses on and you went to those trash people,
That, could
That
have
would
been
be
fun.
so
But
funny.
actually start a fight with them.
yeah,
yeah, just start swinging.
Yeah, just start fucking. Because I don't swear to God, I don't think they were. I don't
It's
know. They said
valet
the right
trash.
name. But
It's a nice building, but they don't offer valet trash. So it's like, what are you talking about? You work for our building.
Ooh, and I felt worked up a little bit when I grabbed that little bag of trash that I created to go
to
to
go.
create the encounter.
what
I
kind
was
of,
getting kind of worked up a little bit.
what kind of like you've
That's
just
why I had to say something. That's why I had to say something.
you got
I've
some
been watching them a couple fucking days. I was fucking ready when I was getting my little trash together to go fucking throw out there.
you got fake trash together just to go out there.
Yeah,
but
to
is
go
that-
with the confrontation, I had to be quick because they're dumping bags out of the back of their pickup truck.
because
Like a bunch of bags.
fake trash is still trash though, right?
Yeah,
because you were
stuff
gonna
we
throw it
needed
away.
to throw out.
Unless it's
Yeah.
valuables or something. What was it, like print, like paper?
It's like a towel. No. That's stupid. No, it was like a bag of
Recycle.
yeah, like a recyclables.
Okay.
It's like recyclables. But yeah, whatever. I don't know. I'm happy I confronted them though. I feel a little better because I would continue to look out there and see them dump in the trash and think, what they're not doing. They shouldn't be doing this. But I don't know. Now I know. I guess they're allowed, so I'll let it slide. But the people are still in the RV.
You should get a little camera looking out your window so you could just sit there in bed and look out the window.
He would love that.
Yeah.
That's what the sketchy people were doing.
The troopers.
Who got kicked out. They had a little camera looking out their window. But
That was in one of William's emails. By the way, they cut a hole in your screen to put a camera.
Damn. You emailed the landlord or
Oh, hell
something?
yeah.
no
he's
shit. I
neighborhood
emailed the
watch.
landlord.
Up
I've turned
late at
into
night.
some weirdo. Just looking out the windows, fucking ratting
on it.
people out.
It's funny.
No, they were scary. I swear to God, I was watching them for 5 hours one day. They were out in the parking lot, and I'm looking out the fucking window, and they're getting all these bags
They're
of like
constantly getting stuff
clothes,
out of
and
the
people
car
are coming
every
by
day.
like buying it. I was watching this horrified, thinking, "Oh my God, this is a couple doors down from where I live.
Yeah.
This is scaring me."
Your kids could be out there.
Yeah, my fucking boy could be out there, and
Oh,
he can barely walk. So yeah, it can be 5 freaking hours, and it's like I have other shit to do other than watching y'all.
5 Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's, highly do not
He
recommend.
he can't pass.
It just pisses me off. It raises my blood
Every
pressure.
single time. He can't pass night 2.
I can't pass night 2, and I swear to God, it raises my blood pressure. I like love it for a second, and then I fucking hate it.
He can't.
It's
It's too
horrible.
scary.
it's scary.
Yeah, it's scary as
It's fun.
shit.
It's sweet.
Isn't it like, okay,
Chuck E. Cheese.
it's 1 a.m. and then like you see like a little head? Isn't it like that?
Yes.
Okay.
But
you don't
then
have to
they
be
start
that
running down the hallway, and it's like it's so stressful. All you hear is a fan going, and you click on your little things to see in the
Cameras.
in the screens, and then you can just turn on a light or shut a door. Those are your 2 controls. It turns into a very stressful situation.
You should play that in VR.
How do you
Yeah, the
win?
newest one is in VR.
No, you could play the first one in VR.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
You could play
That
it on a
sounds
Quest.
scary.
Lee was getting so scared. It was so funny.
And I would like know the people were coming, and it would still, I would legitimately jump.
Even if they're just like peekabooing at the door, he's like,
yeah,
Who is that? Yeah.
I hate that
Who's there?
it was raising my blood pressure. I'm not kidding.
That's why I was a little late today. I stayed up super late last night watching scary video compilations on YouTube.
What?
Did you really?
Yeah, it was called like 2023 was our scariest year yet. and, and it was like an hour and a half long. And I watched 2 of them, so 3 hours, do the math. But yeah, it's scary TikToks, basically compilations of
Love
like
it.
people in bed and they're like, I hear something in my closet. And they open it and the shirts are moving. And they're like, that's not normal. And then it's like cut to something else.
Wait, was it all scary? Was any of it scary? What was
Yeah,
it?
some of it was really scary. Yeah.
What was the most scariest?
There was a Mexican band. They were Mexican band, and like I said, and they were playing music like a band does at like some wedding, and they were like jamming out, and then the camera pans, and then the narrator's like, "Did you catch that? We might need to slow it down." And they slow it down, and there's a TV in the background, and you just see hands come around it, and like really scary woman's face. And it's like, you can notice that the TV's only an inch off the wall. Is this the skinniest woman ever or something else? And I'm like, I think it's something else.
Wow.
There's no way she's that skinny.
Yeah.
It was really scary.
Do you believe in ghosts, Casey? I know William does. He's a pussy.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I had some weird experiences when I lived in Atlanta. I would hear this baby crying in our backyard all the time. And there was a graveyard back there. It was really scary.
That scared the hell out of me, especially knowing there's a graveyard back there. Because I
Yeah.
would immediately think, there's the connection.
Yeah.
I have a connection right now.
I know. Putting the pieces together. Yeah, there was a baby's grave. It was like a 100-year-old graveyard. The only headstone you could read was like a baby's like 1921 to 1922. And I was home alone one night. The dog started freaking out, running around the house, and then I heard a baby like screaming in the backyard. And then a week later, the exact same time of night, the exact same time, same thing happened. Baby start crying again. Dogs start freaking out.
Yikes.
Did it sound like a white baby or a black baby?
Latino, just mixed or something. It's mixed.
Well, poor baby. So it's just been in the backyard for 100 years?
Just crying.
Yikes. Yikes.
Have you seen a ghost lately, William? I know you see them all the time.
Has anything weird happened recently? No, maybe the other day, though, I thought I saw something.
Like a blurry thing?
I was looking at my phone, if I'm remembering correctly, and I, like, maybe do my eyes up and then maybe do it back down on the phone and do it up, and then I see, like, to my right, like, something. But not enough. No, what did we hear? We heard something. Didn't we hear a bag or something the other night? What happened?
It sounded like some like when you get like a little shopping bag and you go, like when you snap it open.
Oh.
It was in the house.
Yeah, and nothing. Yup. And Erica doesn't believe in ghosts, but
I was like,
after
there's got to be
that,
an explanation.
well, it's a little weird.
There was no open bags though.
It's probably the wind.
It's probably the wind. He was like, he said,
Ghost
was it
bag.
the downstairs neighbor? I was like, yeah, because we can hear her opening a bag.
Something's not right. We went on that ghost tour. Zach messaged me, said he wants to go ghost hunting with us. He said he has a bunch of ghost hunting
We
equipment.
have to do a better
would
ghost
love
tour. It was
to.
awful.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it was really bad, Redban.
Do you guys still get emails?
No, I unsubscribed.
Yeah, I unsubscribed. I'm getting better at unsubscribing from emails. I've been yeah.
That's his New Year's
And they
resolution.
emailed me
Yeah.
all the time. Please rate our service. I was like, dude, that guy was boo-boo.
Yeah, it was awful. It was horrible. Downtown Austin.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Me neither.
Well, if you heard that baby crying that night,
Yeah, you might.
everything
So
was
you
changed.
never even experienced anything that seemed close to a ghost where it made you even think, what is that? Or that's never even happened to you?
No. Like anytime I've ever thought, whoa, that's weird. It's like, oh, the air conditioning kicked on, or ooh, you know. It's,
Yeah, well, I envy you. Because it's a difficult cross to bear when you can experience paranormal stuff.
I think it's just mental illness.
We're sensitive. We're sensitive to that sort of thing.
There's a
Yeah, man.
There's a story.
What the hell are you talking about, dude? It's a hard cross to bear, okay? It's very difficult. So I actually envy you in that way.
There's a story of this lady that kept on seeing like shadowy dark figures, and she kept on seeing them, and she thought they were a ghost, and then she ended up like waking up and she's just stabbing her husband like with a butcher knife because she thought a ghost was attacking her. And she's like, I don't remember. I just remember this ghost came over to me, and
Well,
Good excuse.
hopefully she didn't get in trouble.
yeah, she did. It was cool.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, that seemed like that's.
I thought you were gonna say it was like cataracts. That's why she kept seeing.
Oh,
No,
like he has
Shadows.
floaters.
I guess just people that have schizophrenia. That's one of the things they see is like they think they see ghosts or things because of the.
Yeah, and they hear voices. If that's what you're implying about us, you're dead wrong.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bag. Yeah. There was a bag made a noise the other night, 100%.
They both heard it. Confirmation bias.
but
So
it has
cool.
to be something else.
I heard a lion roar down in the den one time with my buddy Zane.
A
And
lion?
luckily, Zane was down there, or I would have thought I was going crazy.
What it sound like?
It sounded like not like a scary lion roar, but like a stereotype, like from the beginning of the movies.
MGM.
MGM movies with the lion. It sounded like that. If I'm remembering correctly, I might now. God, it's been so many years now, and I just tell that story like it's true. It's a made up story. So no, it's not. I really heard a lot. So
It
We
probably
believe it.
was that line.
His ghost.
No, it's probably playing on like a
Exactly.
TV somewhere, like, and it's just you just somehow heard it.
this is why we got Grant. Look at the ghost lion.
Artist's interpretation of William's sighting.
In the den.
In the den. Lion in the den is what they call it. Interesting.
Yes.
Beautiful art.
Do you ever do the AI art? Like, you ever like sit there and go, oh,
So fun.
yeah, I want to see a ghost baby.
No, I need to
eating-
figure out how to do that. I don't know.
All you have to do is just type in ghost baby eating spaghetti.
What's the website
realistic.
though, or how do you do that?
You could just go to bing.com and do it. It's free. And it's really good.
Ooh,
So
I
you go to
wanna-
bing.com,
Right.
and then you type in.
At the very top, you click on it, the AI thing button, and then you just go, can you make me an image of a baby ghost eating spaghetti realistic?
Grant, can you do this for us if you have a second?
Working on it.
Thank you.
Grant.
See, he's actually pretty good when he's not thinking about Papa John.
Yeah, we got to cut him some slack after. I think it's been hard, and especially when it's foggy. I mean, I think he can react weird to weather changes.
Takes him back to that night.
Yes.
sucks.
Puppy
And
dog.
you guys like support them still, you know.
It's really good. But they put strings in the...
Yeah, they put strings in the garlic sauce.
I
Right,
get
her
it.
string.
It's solid pizza.
It was the weirdest thing. It was a little red string. And that's actually the night we heard the ghost noise. So I don't know if there's a connection. I don't. Yeah, it's almost.
Oh, it might have been witchcraft, dude. If there's a little string, that might be like a little totem.
And it was a weird couple that gave me the pizza when I met them outside. It was a very cold evening. And I swear to God, it was this very weird little couple.
They gave you a pizza?
Oh, was
They
it
were
delivery?
It was, yes, it was a delivery, which I don't normally get, but I got a delivery, and it was this weird little couple that gave it to me, and it was freezing cold outside, but it was two of them that were together.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, thanks so much, and they just both looked at me and walked off. It was weird.
You've been hexed.
I don't
been
know what to do. It's almost my birthday. I mean, we have to figure something out before my birthday, or the hex is staying on me for a year.
Yeah.
How old are you turning? 42? 43?
Yes.
42.
What do you
Lower.
guess, Casey?
41.
36.
Higher.
37.
Yeah.
37.
37. Whew. Would you say 42?
Yeah.
You don't believe that.
No, I was kidding.
Oh, you were
I actually
kidding?
thought you were younger. I thought you were like 34 or something.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm turning 37, but I have the body of like a, I don't know. How old are you?
49.
Like a 49-year-old.
Right.
Like it hurts all the time. No, I'm kidding. I have to start working out again. I stopped working out.
You don't have to.
I've been eating Reese's.
Yo, holiday treat.
What kind of
The
Reese's?
heart shape.
The heart-shaped one in the plastic package, so you have to open are better than the heart-shaped ones in the little metal packaging that you have to take off.
I like the foil.
The little
one
foil.
better.
Yeah, the foil's so good this time of year.
Do you guys like gummies? Are you in the gummies?
Yeah, I've tried to stay away from them.
Why?
A little bit.
What's your
Cavities.
fave?
Cavities, but you're eating Reese's.
Happy Halloween.
Ooh, and Gator loves Reese's. Gator,
No, you don't.
I give them to her every night.
I don't think she should eat that, William.
I give her half of one every night.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, if it's half, that's fine. She's a little smaller.
Yeah.
You know the whole dogs that chocolate being poison. I always wondered what else is poisonous, and I guess it's not even the chocolate that's poisonous; it's the caffeine in the chocolate. And I used to give soda pop to my dog here and there, and that's
Just
just
like a treat.
How
Yeah.
did that arise? Yeah. You pour a little in the bowl.
yeah, little treat
What kind?
Sweet.
like Coke Zero.
Coke Zero.
That's funny.
I bet the bubbles feel good to them.
Yeah, I thought it was like nice for them. They
That's
liked it,
sweet. I've
But-
never thought of that.
but that's even
before.
worse than chocolate for them.
Probably.
And I used to always every time you eat a peach, like the peach pits, I used to let my dogs chew on those. And I guess that's like the most poisonous thing ever for a dog.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Grapes are really poisonous too, for some
And
reason.
everyone throws grapes at their dogs,
Grape Wednesday. Yeah.
Onion skins.
Uh-huh.
Onion skins are super poisonous.
Whoa.
Look at that one.
Dogs do love
Having
soda.
a soda party or something. That's funny.
It's sweet.
Pretty cute this time
There's
of
a
year.
question mark.
Is this true? Is this the future Biden wants?
Redban, who are you texting over there?
I'm going to make the ghost baby thing because I guess Grant
Oh, I
doesn't
got one.
want to do
I got one. I just have to send it over.
Oh.
But you
Do it.
can make one as
No.
well if you want to rival one.
Okay, I want to rival one.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Imagine they give you all the same thing.
Ghost baby. What was it?
Eating spaghetti.
Eating
And also,
Realistic.
spaghetti.
Real.
what about the guy in Rochester? He had a
Yeah.
bad ghost experience. He had he lived in some haunted house.
Phil.
Yeah, Phil. He was very sweet.
We love
really
you,
liked
Phil.
Phil. Yeah, Phil, we love yo ass, man. If you're watching this, you were very sweet. But he was haunted. It sounded, that was legitimately a scary ass story.
Oh, I don't like that first one, Grant. That's actually chilling me to my
That's
core.
so
Whoa.
cute.
I don't know about that first one though, Grant. That's
Yeah.
actually chilling me to my core.
What'd you type in for that one?
I'm pretty sure it was just ghost baby eating spaghetti.
Yeah. All right. If you had to date one, which one would you choose?
But they're over 18.
No. They're ghost babies, so they're
Totally legal.
They're like hundreds of years old.
Number 2.
So like pass or smash?
Pass or smash. All right, let's go top left. Pass or smash. Can we get it
So each
zoomed
one?
in?
I like top right.
I don't know.
You want a
about
zoom
that
of each
first
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay, so pass or smash,
Smash
but
the
they're all
first-
what? You were saying they're all over. I mean,
Hundreds of
since they're
years old.
ghost babies.
They're
Yeah,
over
hundreds of
18.
years old.
Okay.
All right. Well, my hands are tied here.
Oh.
I'm gonna pass hard on that because I don't even like looking at that little shit. It's grossing me out.
I'm gonna smash because those cheeks look like there's a lot of room in there.
A lot of room in the cheeks
extra spaghetti.
For spaghetti, yes, for extra spaghetti. And I really was that a bonnet or something on the head? I think that's cool. I mean, what are we talking here? Like 18th century, 17th century, very old school bonnet. I love it. I'm saying smash.
Smash.
It's 2 smashes and a hard pass for me.
Wow. Okay, let's just go no.
So cute.
Why don't you lead us off, Redban? What do you think?
I'm going to pass on this one because it doesn't look like there's enough room for much spaghetti in that little small mouth.
Yeah, that has a smaller mouth for sure.
gonna drag.
on this one.
It's going to drag that spaghetti.
I like the little shawl. I think that, isn't that what you call? I think that's a nice shawl. I'm gonna say smash.
Nice. I'm gonna go ahead. It kind of looks like Coraline's mom, and she was kind of always very scary and sexy to me. 'Cause she's a spider woman, which is pretty cool, and her eyes are buttons.
Exotic.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a hard pass again. A little bit too scary thinking about that. The more I thought about it,
Casey's
sure.
picky.
I don't like being scared.
Oh, this is easy. Oh my God! How that baby's handling it like a champ.
A lot of spaghetti in that mouth.
Kobayashi, baby. Nice.
I'm smashing. This is an easy one.
I'll pass on the one that really looks just like a blatant little baby. The other ones, I felt a little strange about the first one. Second one looked not really like anything, so that was easier. This one looks kind of just like a sweet little baby eating spaghetti.
I take my shit back. I pass.
It's a thinly veiled baby. Yeah. There was a logical explanation for that baby eating spaghetti. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Now here's where I start getting a little sweaty.
Yeah.
So, a little scary. Looks like something from Rec 1 or Rec 2. What are you thinking, Grant?
Pass.
Nice.
What's your reasoning?
It's a fun game. I'm just gonna pass on this one.
Wow.
Good for you, man.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, with everything that's happening right now, I don't blame you. For sure.
The economy. And
Casey's
Yeah,
passing. Are you passing on this, Casey?
I'm going to go 4 for 4 pass. I'm going to live to see another day. And I'm just not that wet in the gills for these guys. I just don't like it. They're too scary and they're too gross and scary.
Wow. I did send 2 photos if you could send to Grant. I think I found a little lady for you.
It's a picture of his penis.
Are you going to pass?
I just got the text.
Are you going to pass
Yeah,
on
I'll
this?
pass on this one. I don't like how the spaghetti's still on the fork.
Yeah, I'm passing too. There's nothing, no hair to grab.
Yeah, that mouth and big in it. So.
the
There's
other,
more. There's
the other ones I made came through finally. So. Renders took
I
a
like
bit.
the melty one.
melty one is fun. That other one, all
The one-
very.
The ones-
That was a good one.
That
My
is
God.
nightmares.
So
Skinny
what,
bones.
Redban? How does this work? There's just some supercomputer somewhere, and they're like when Grant types that in, like scary baby eating spaghetti. There's just the supercomputer somewhere, and it's thinking to itself, okay, and then it just is able to make these images.
Yeah. It's TI-81s, like a bunch of them.
Oh, God.
The calculator.
Yeah, but there's like 40 of them all hooked up into one.
Jesus Christ.
I remember playing games on that thing.
Yeah. I used to put my, like, there was a way to, like, put something in the memory. You could just put all the answers, like, in the memory. There was, like, some kind of weird thing that, it's like, does the teachers not know that you could just save notes on your calculator?
I remember there was a point in time at Tennessee where there were a couple of tests where I would write everything down really tiny, and then I'd put the thing, and I shouldn't be admitting to thievery and cheating right now, but I'd put it in my pocket, and I'd wear shorts, and I'd put it right down here, and I'd be able to look down there.
Yeah. I used to be
Such a rush, just cheating on fucking tests that I don't give a shit about. Talk about a rush.
Yeah, I used to do the little folded paper in my watch band. Just like unfold it like a fortune cookie and just put it back in my watch band.
Do it on your water bottle too. Put it beneath the label. Mm-hmm. Oh, what's that?
We didn't drink water back then, man.
No sodium. Yeah.
Water's a new thing. Remember when water bottles came out and everyone's like, what? You're going to pay for water?
When is this? See, I honestly don't necessarily remember that. When would you say that was?
1996, I would say. Grant, did you get those photos for Casey? His ghost baby's awaiting.
Did you send them me?
Grant, you want to pop those up for me?
I don't see them. You send them?
Whatever you think, man.
So what'd you think, Redban?
Whatever you think is best, bro.
Yeah, is Grant acting weird, right? Has Grant been acting weird all day? We saw you Sunday, and now it's been 2 days. Has it been too soon that we're seeing you again? Too many days in a row, Grant?
It's an excess of being around me. I'm sorry.
You know, we should have AI make what it thinks Grant looks like.
Ooh,
yes.
I'm actually one of these 12 up here.
Yeah, I bet it's that
I hid my baby photo up in here.
second. It's this one right. Second one from the
one
end.
over there. The one looks a little. Wait, that's not you as a baby, Grant. You weren't that. Was that really you as a baby?
Yeah. Sweet baby.
Wearing my bonnet.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a sweet bonnet, and you have almost it looks like reddish hair. I can see your red hair in the sunlight when we're standing outside together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can really see it in the baby picture.
Somebody made some pictures of us, William. I'm going to go ahead and email those to Grant as well.
Wow.
Just email him everything.
Did they? Were they funny?
Yeah. They were actually pretty startling. They're not fantastic, but I'll go ahead and email them anyway since I'm already doing it. Yeah, I don't like thinking about Ghost Baby eating spaghetti. It's actually stressing me out.
What about spaghetti eating a ghost? What about ghost spaghetti eating a baby? Like if you were to do it backwards.
This I might be interested in.
Yeah. So ghost spaghetti. I'm just thinking about Gator eating ghost spaghetti. Gator, do you dub that? Ghost spaghetti? Oh, she does regular spaghetti. Gator, I dub you. And then I'll talk to her. I just talk to her like that every time. And we dub each other. Yeah, we were kissing each other this morning.
Beautiful.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Kat thought she saw a ghost in the house actually 2 days ago.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, she does not want me to say that, but she was going to the bedroom, walking in the hallway. Grant, bleep that part up. I'm begging you.
Done.
And she's walking in the hallway, and she stops, and she goes, oh, my God. And she ran in the room, and she said that she saw someone standing in the office. Like someone standing just for a second. She saw it and then looked, and then it was gone. But somebody was like standing there, like scary.
So she ran into where you were?
Yeah.
What did you think? Were you scared? Or
I was
how do you
scared
respond?
Because as the man, I had to go in there and check. So I had to like, hold on, babe, I got this. Meanwhile, I'm fucking pulsating, scared.
Yeah, I would be too.
So scared. And I was like, yeah, you're okay. You know, put the blanket over your head or whatever. And then, and then I'd like go check the closet. And when I opened the closet, yeah, I was pretty scared. But unfortunately, nobody there.
Oh, there's 2 more ghost babies.
Look at them.
Oh
Can look
my
like Chucky.
gosh.
Why does mine both have red hair?
Extra tomatoes, too.
Yeah, tomato-y. They love tomatoes.
All right, smash or pass.
We are trending in the right direction, but I'm still going to have to pass, unfortunately.
Oh.
Just too scary for me. For kissing, so.
Yeah, what do you think?
You know, I'm going to have to pass on that too, because now the idea that William's saying these just look like real babies, like at Halloween or something like that. Like they don't look dead enough. You know?
Yeah, you need some sort of
It
ghoul.
looks kind of cute. Like it.
Wait, so hold on, Redban. Did you end up getting the job that you applied for on
no.
9/11?
You know what's funny is they stopped returning my calls when I tried to, because they told me to call to reschedule, and they never would talk to me. Like I think they were offended that I wanted to do the interview. Like,
Sorry you care about business.
Yeah. It's one of the untold casualties of 9/11, and there's probably other people like you, Redban, who happen to have a job interview at that same time, and they don't get the job because the people just associate 9/11 with the people applying for the job. I mean, there's probably more people like you, Redban. You'll need to start a community or something, because that's bullshit. I mean, that job probably could have helped you out a lot.
would have helped a lot.
So what'd you go back to? What kind of job did you have at the time?
I was a window washer.
Yeah, it would have been a pretty big upgrade. Yeah, sounds like you actually did need that job. That's unfortunate.
Of what? Like tall buildings or just...
Like the tallest building I did was like 4 floors, but and it was on a ladder. There was no like pulleys and stuff like
4
that.
floors up a ladder?
Yeah,
That's
it was
terrifying.
fucked up.
Yikes. Could you do that?
I was scared shitless. I just did it once. And I had a long pole with a squeegee on it. And I was like, I'm going to die. Like, and then I was dating a girl at the time, and she was really like small girl, not like a ghost baby or anything, but she was holding the ladder. Like she should have went up there, and I could have held
Was
the
it
ladder.
like a 2-person team washing the windows?
Little rascals type thing? Yeah.
Yeah. We got fired though because she started stealing.
What was she stealing? What, stuff at the places where
Yeah.
y'all were washing the windows?
Yeah, I didn't know. Like our boss like took us in and said, you know, there's reported things missing and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, I'm going to steal. Come on, stop. And I was like, me and my girlfriend are going to steal. But we still got fired. And then years later, like she was a mess. And I didn't know she was a heroin addict while I was dating her. And she, you know, once time she got pregnant, I couldn't afford it, you know, to get rid of it. And so I had to sell my whole entire comic book collection
To get rid of
to pay for it. And then years later,
Oh, no.
yeah, I had all the McFarlane Spider-Mans, all the G.I. Joes.
Oh,
And then-
no. How old were you?
Like 21, 22.
Where's that, in L.A.?
No, Ohio.
Oh, gosh.
And
You
then
had to sell your comic books to get rid of the baby.
Yeah, and then she called me. She called me like 7 years ago. She called me. It was one of those things when you go to AA, you have to get forgiveness or whatever, you know. And she goes, "Hey, you know, I stole all that shit. We were washing windows, and I was never pregnant. I just wanted more money for heroin." And
Are you kidding?
That's crazy.
yeah, so
That's a good
Oh my
scheme, though. That's a good scheme. But that's fucked up, but it's a good scheme.
How much money did you get for the comic book?
like no one's buying a huge collection of comic books.
so not a lot.
I got like $500, and it was like they had these big white boxes with all the comics in it, and there was like 3 of those boxes, and it was just all like mostly Spider-Man, like all tons of like almost all the Amazing Spider-Mans.
Oh, man.
Well, that's horrible.
That is sad. I'm sorry.
I know.
That sucks.
I know.
So what job did you get after you got fired from the window washing?
I got hired as, this is a sad group of years. So there was this web design company, and I knew how to do web design back then, and no one did. And I went to college for it, and so I got hired for this other web design company, and I was the only employee. And it looked like the place that looked like they used to be thriving, and then you know something happened. You know, they fired everyone except me, and so I would go into this empty office with really nice computers, and I just sat there by myself and worked. And I always thought, man, no one would know if I just stole all these computers. You know, I have not seen one employee since I got hired. And then I was working on Aquafresh, like bottled water, like website, and I was making it. And then one day, like boom, boom, and I was like, what the heck? And it got raided by somebody. I don't even know who they were. And they were like, well, Yeah,
And it's only you in there?
Yeah, and I guess that's why there was no employees. Like it was like, what? I don't know what happened. The owners were doing sketchy tax shit or something like that. I don't know what they were doing. And they got raided, and the guy told me to go home. I never got one paycheck, and I worked there for like a month and a half.
Oh no!
Damn.
Every day, 8 to 5 by myself in this quiet, empty room with all these computers and stuff.
Damn.
What were they telling you about the paycheck? Like, why were they making you wait so long?
They were like, "Hey, sorry, we're having a payroll issue. Trust me, just wait it out." Things like that.
Yeah, that's horrible. That was in Ohio as well.
Yeah.
That happened to me at Don Corleone's Pizza. I used to work at Don Corleone's Pizza when I was 19, and the guy, I just really needed a job. And yeah, he was like, oh, I don't have any checks. And he strung me along for like a month and a half. And then I came one day and the doors were locked and he'd moved.
That's horrible.
Yeah. He still owes me several $100s. His name's Muhammad. I don't remember his last name, so it's going to be hard to find him, but.
Damn.
Yeah.
A month and a half? Yeah, that would be horrible.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
And all the pizzas, every day he would get me to go get ingredients from Walmart. He would say, go get me some tomato paste and like some frozen pizza crusts. And that's how they made all the pizzas. It was just buying them as they made them.
Piece of shit. And then I wonder if he moved somewhere else and did his fucking scam making the pizzas and taking the people's money. God.
He looks suspiciously like Papa John.
Whoa. What's the worst job you ever had, William? And was it the storage unit that you worked in LA?
The storage unit was fine until the end with fucking Christina, my boss. But that was fine.
Scam center.
I don't know. Yeah, I was working at some call center right when I got to LA, and that was kind of a nightmare because it was like at 7 a.m, and that's when I was still drinking and shit, and I would be up, do it, and it was just people, I guess, would get a robocall about owing money to the IRS, and it was some weird IRS call center. So I'd talk to the people, and I think it's stuff that people could have done on their own, but they were paying these people a bunch of money to fix stuff with their taxes. It was kind of scammy. Yeah, I did that for a couple months. That kind of sucked. But there was a time in Denver where I was in between jobs, and I did this thing you trained for like 2 weeks, where it was people in Maryland getting put on health insurance. And I go through, because I like really needed money at the time, so I go through like this 2-week trial period where I think they're paying me is why I was doing it. They're paying everybody. There's a bunch of people at the class. And for like 2 weeks after the trial period, I'm just sitting at a desk doing nothing for 8 hours at a time because I wasn't paying attention a lot during the classes, so I didn't know how to do it. But it was like so many people working for them, I was able to like be under the radar. They couldn't tell I wasn't. It was horrible. It was so boring. But I remember one time there was some sort of eclipse going on, and I went outside, and it was a very beautiful eclipse.
Did you look
But
at
I was
it?
at that building. Yeah. That was horribly boring.
Yeah, call center shit. I did a lot of that. I got fired once from a limited credit services. They own Express and I think Victoria's Secrets maybe.
Limited brand.
Yeah, limited brands. Lex Wexner, Epstein. But there was a store called Structure that was really popular growing up, and it was just like polo shirts and shit like that. And I was calling people that owed money off a limited credit card. And one time it was my answering machine. And because it was my answering machine, I was just like, farts, poop, or whatever I said. I said something dumb.
Welcome to poop.com.
Yeah. I was just like hilarious. I'm calling my own answering machine. And then, of course, that was like one of the calls that was recorded that they heard. And I was trying to explain to them, like, no, that was my answering machine. And I guess because it was anonymous or something, they don't have the number or whatever. So there's no way to prove that it was mine. And so they fired me.
Damn.
You're just bored calling your own answering machine?
Well, I mean, it was automatic. Like, it was just like,
happened.
it was like, hey, this is Brian from Limited Credit Services. Jeff there, you know?
That's funny. Well, maybe it's a good thing, because what if you had killed it during that job and you decided to just work for Structure forever? I mean, it's maybe a good thing you weren't good at the job. Mm-hmm. Because I remember I got all right at the call center thing, so I went when I was looking for jobs after that, after I got the axe, I did a couple other sales jobs, like interviews, like around LA, and I was telling them, I was doing good at this other thing, but it's good I didn't fucking. It's probably good I didn't get any of those jobs. They probably just thought I was a crazy person. But yeah, it's for the best, I assume.
Yeah, I was a maintenance man for a summer when I was 20, and it was probably the peak of my alcoholism, and I was just so drunk all day trying to do maintenance stuff that I did not know how to do. So it was like a lot of electrical work that I had literally no clue how to do. So I would just be like sneaking, like I used to drink these things called bootleggers, and they were like Four Locos, but they were in small glass bottles, so you could just have them in your pocket. And then I would just be like drinking bootleggers at 10 in the morning, like trying to do like complex electrical work.
Gosh! Wow. It's good you didn't get electrocuted.
Yeah, that's messed up.
And it was like $6.50 an hour. And it was like, there was some loophole where that was below minimum wage. And they were like, it's okay. And I was like, I guess it is.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, it's pretty
scary. Good. Just all kind of jobs. But again, Casey, it's good you didn't excel at being the electrician person or a maintenance guy.
I could have been the head electrician, but took a different path.
I know. At one point, I was thinking I was going to be the catering guy, but it's good that I didn't follow that path in Denver. Going all the weddings, fucking eating all the food. Fucking pranking people.
Were you a waiter? I know you're a dishwasher.
Yeah, I'd go serve the food to the people. A bear came out one time because we were in the mountains of Colorado and a bear came. I was out serving people little sandwiches or whatever the fuck, and somebody was like, bear! And there was some bear, and everybody ran inside. It was some beautiful location. It was like these beautiful locations, but yeah, there was a fucking bear one day.
Did you make yourself big? Like,
no, I fucking threw the plate I was using as like a frisbee at it. It was able to scare them. Yeah, no, everybody was real excited for me after. They were like, oh my gosh, you saved the wedding.
Wow.
How'd you get that? Yeah, everybody was like so excited for me because I don't save stuff like that. But I was able to save.
You're a hero.
The wedding. Yeah, oh my gosh, I was the.
And now he's going to get ordained.
Yeah, I mean, now and am I going to marry you and Janice? Is that the.
Getting married at Olive Garden.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Are y'all renting it? As long as y'all rent it out and there's nobody in the Olive Garden, I think that would be fun.
No, what I'm going to do is try to find a Olive Garden like that has closed down that's still, just an empty building and just rent that from the people that are trying to rent it. I'm sure they're like, it's just going to get torn down.
Right.
Yeah.
You like the ambiance of an Olive Garden?
No, I just think it would be hilarious to make it like look like an Olive Garden, like go all in and then have like all like the grooms guys dressed up like as Wendy's characters, and all the girls are dressed up as hot dogs. And then,
oh my gosh, Libby, that sounds so romantic.
And Janice already said it's a good idea. And then like have you dressed up something fancy, like maybe a centaur, like a fake horseback.
Maybe centaur, but again, it'll be in the Episcopal tradition. So
right.
That's how. Okay. So yeah, maybe centaur, maybe Dracula, maybe fabulous cowboy.
Fabulous Cowboy is always a good choice.
Fabulous Cowboy could be fun.
Those are the top three, probably. Centaur, Dragon, Dracula, Fabulous Cowboy.
You would be the best, the best centaur out of all the people I know.
You're sweet. Why do you say that?
You just have like a very centaurian look to you. Like you would go good with a horse body.
And maybe, if it was the horse body, it had a similar reddish color hair to the body, maybe it'd be perfect, but I don't know. I mean, I'm a little scared taking my shirt off because I think I have skin cancer again, so I probably wouldn't want to take my shirt off.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed for a baker's dozen.
There we go. See, look at that.
That would be sweet.
I don't know why that photo's really old. Why is that photo being used?
Yeah, when is that? That was...
Because that's how his hair should be for your wedding.
No. Oh, no.
You don't want it like that?
No. That reminds me of when you used to, your parents made you shave your head every time you'd go home.
Yep. They hated long hair. Gosh, I was watching, somebody tagged something in one of the Kill Tonys during the pandemic when it was at the Gino guy's place. And it was just ridiculous. It was so weird without any crowds or just.
I saw that too.
Just fucking God, I sounded fucked up. Those were weird times. Yeah, what was I even saying?
I don't even know.
Something we watched it like
That's
an
hilarious.
hour ago. It's like, what am I saying here? It was making me laugh, but I was like, what is going on?
So it's silent. There's no audience.
Right. There was just like the band laughing.
It was that for like a
That's
year.
fun. Oh my
That was
god,
horrible.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was at the studio place for a while when it was like people are looting down there. It was
Yeah.
a strange time, and then it was
Yeah, that
then it
sucked.
was via Zoom, so it was then it was just oof.
Remember how crazy it used to be, though? I remember you were wasted one time. We were doing a podcast, and like Erica was picking you up, but it was going to be like an hour or something. And I was like, well, I got to go. I got to go home. Haven't ate dinner and I need to go. And you're like, well, can I just come to your house? And I'm like, you can't come into my house. I don't know if you have COVID or not.
Right.
And then he
Oh
goes,
yeah, and you made me stand outside in the rain for fucking 3 hours. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. And I'm freezing cold, trying to fucking do key bumps to stay warm and fucking
on my front
drink
porch.
whatever I was
And I
drinking.
think
Yeah.
Janice made him like hot pockets.
yeah, we made you
or
hot pockets and we'd open the door and just put it like a plate outside.
That's so funny. I fucking forgot about that one.
Thank you, Redban.
That was fucking weird.
It was. Yeah, we were scared because it was COVID time. That's right.
Oh, it's amazing.
Just doing
Yeah.
key bumps to keep your body temperature
He's
up.
stupid.
Yeah,
That's
it was like
hilarious.
a cold, rainy day in LA, just on
Yeah.
your porch. But thank you for letting me stand on the porch. I think I was fine. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember how crazy that was. I wouldn't let you inside. That to me is like, what the fuck? That's such a weird time period.
It was. And David showed up the one time with
Coffin.
fucking COVID.
With
Oh my
Holtzman
God, that was scary.
blowing his vape on Holtzman and William the whole
Yeah,
time.
that's right.
And then I go back to Erica's grandparents, and it's like, it's a real fear. Am I going to get them sick? It was a real, real stressful
It was
time,
$200
right when it was
for
happening.
a rapid test.
Whoa.
Like they're like free. But
Right.
It was like $200.
Yeah,
I know only in one spot in Beverly Hills. It was so stupid.
Yep.
I do though really miss not having to do anything though. Like just being able to just be lazy. Like
Yeah.
when you were a kid and it was snow day. It just felt like a snow day, and like,
Yeah, I was having fun.
Yeah,
I was generally having an all right
me too.
time.
I would do a shorter one.
yeah. Like if we could do it for like
A
2
couple
months,
months, yeah.
2
Yeah.
months,
Yeah,
too
I'd
much
love
COVID.
to have another, something.
Work
just
on
a
my
couple
novel.
months.
Yeah.
You can apply for EBT cards.
Yeah,
I know. I used to love doing that. Yeah, California was giving a pretty good amount of money.
that's right.
It was pretty cool. Okay, well, Redban, thanks so much, dude, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm a huge fan of your guys' show. I watch it all the time. It's very easy to watch.
That's nice.
Silly.
of
It's
you.
silly.
We'll cry.
We'll take that as a compliment.
We're all gonna cry.
Yeah, we're all gonna cry today.
Yeah.
All crying right now. We love Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Oh.
We love you, Redban. You're the best.
Hey, I'm sorry
Yeah.
you couldn't find a baby.
Better luck next time.
Yeah, for sure.
There's always tomorrow.
For sure. Okay, well, bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of The William Montgomery Show. Send your questions, artwork, and manifestos to thewilliammontgomeryshow@gmail.com. Leave William a voicemail at 737-471-1098. And never miss an episode of The William Montgomery Show by subscribing to The William Montgomery Show channel on YouTube and anywhere podcasts are sold. Check out William online at william.f.montgomery1 on Instagram. For more William Montgomery, check out Kill Tony on YouTube and check him out live at the Comedy Mothership in Austin, Texas every Monday night. Find more of me, Casey Rocket, at patreon.com/Casey Rocket. Follow me on Instagram at Casey Rocket. This episode of The William Montgomery Show was recorded at Record ATX Studios, right here in the heart of Austin, Texas. The William Montgomery Show is produced by William Montgomery. The anthem is sung by William Montgomery. The drums are sung by William Montgomery. The words are sung by William Montgomery. The William Montgomery Show is a Fanny Co. production. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Who the fuck said that? I'm trying to have fun tonight.